What's going on, everybody? It's TheNidien, and I didn't forget about you guys. I got some Trine 2 for you. A little game I decided to pick up. I wanted something a little bit different to break the monotony a little bit, and decided that I'd pick up Trine 2 because it's 15 bucks brand new on Steam compared to going out and buying another $60 game in this time of need when it comes to Christmas, house insurance, tax time, etc. coming up. So I picked up this little game. I watched some videos on it, and this is a beautiful game for 15 bucks. It's like a puzzle solving thing, kind of plays with your mind a little bit. Some of the boards are really get a little bit interesting to kind of figure out some of the puzzles. And yeah, I'm playing on hard, of course. Like I said I would. I bumped that bad boy straight up to hard just to get it right out of the gate and be done with it. But last night I was watching. I'm a big UFC fan. Me and my friends, we get almost all the UFC fights, depending on who's fighting, depending on what's going on. If we're going out to the bars or something like that, we usually don't get it. But if we're just being bored and want to sit at home and a UFC fight's on and the card looks pretty interesting, we'll pick it up. So last night, of course, the card was an excellent card. The last two pay-per-views have actually been really, really good. And let me see what happened. Nogueira there, Big Nog, I don't know how many of you guys follow UFC, but he got his arm damn near ripped off by Frank Mir. It was disgusting. And it brings me to the question of why exactly is it when somebody gets hurt, say it doesn't matter if it's the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, whatever, boxing, especially MMA, they seem to want to replay it 450 different times with 600 different camera angles, some going full speed, some going slow-mo. It was like I watched it once. I seen it pop, and I seen him try to get up, and it was laying all weird, and I had to look away the rest of the times because it was just gross. So hopefully, I don't know how many of you guys seen that. There's pictures over on UFC.com of him kind of laying there, and the doctor's taking care of him. Dana White put up a Twitter pic of Nogueira on the plane heading over to LA to get his arm fixed, and it just doesn't even look like the thing is attached. So hopefully, you know, that's not a career-ending injury for the guy, because I like, you know, I like watching the guy. And which brings me up to another point real quick, but before we get into that, for those of you that didn't see it or haven't really followed it too much, let me see, Machida there got his butt kicked by John Jones, which I kind of figured what was going to happen. It was looking kind of rough in the beginning. Machida, you know, won the first round hands down. There was no doubt about that. But he didn't last very long, and John Jones ended up choking him out and then dropping his half-dead body onto the canvas afterwards. And I know a lot of people gave him crap about that, but it is what it is. And what the point is that I could never understand, I got into a conversation about this with my dad earlier today, is when it comes to like favorite fighters, favorite NFL teams, favorite basketball teams, etc., why people take it so personal. I don't understand it. Like, I have my specific certain fighters that I like to watch more than others. In, say, the UFC, like, you know, Rich Franklin, I like watching the Diaz brothers when they're out on there, John Jones, you know, Tito, even though I think he's a big prick, a lot of guys, but I give all of them credit because it's all something, you know, I wish I could fight. I probably could fight, but the fact of the matter is my body is beat up at this point in my life, and I don't think I could handle taking on some 21-year-old. I can take a punch, that's for sure, but I've found that out many, many times in my life. I've even taken steel toes to the chin, and they haven't even stopped me, but I just don't think my body could be able to handle it. I wouldn't mind trying to just train for it, but I definitely don't think I could fight at this stage of my life. Not to mention everything else that's going on. I don't need to get hurt and then have no income at my job and yada, yada, yada just for amateur fighting. But back to the point at hand. I was talking to my dad about this, and I wasn't exactly sure why people take, like, say, their favorite NFL team losing so personal, or their favorite fighter losing so personal, and why they have so much hate for all these other teams and all these other fighters. I can see why, you know, you have a rivalry. When I grew up, it was the Bills in Miami. You know, when the Bills were on their big, went 4 times to the Super Bowl in a row, yada, 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 and Miami was a big rivalry. You know, you squish the fish type things. I had T-shirts of Squish the Fish. I had, you know, the Bo Don't Know Snow T-shirts when Bo Jackson played. and everything else, but I still gave Bo Jackson his credit. You know, I had that infamous poster of him with the shoulder pads on with a baseball bat across his back, etc., etc. And I never took any of it personal. I mean, if they lost, I'm like, yeah, that sucks. You know, give me butts. I mean, some of these people are absolutely raging mad. You know, you got riots that break out. You have, you know, people that just spew so much hatred all over the internet. And granted, it's the internet, of course. And, you know, you see it all over YouTube when it comes to, like, commentator wars or beef and whatnot. But it's just amazing that everybody takes it so personal. I just don't get it. Maybe somebody can let me in. Maybe it's just my way of thinking. Maybe I think a completely different way than everybody else. But, you know, even if you bet on the team, gambling's gambling. It's called gambling for a reason. If you lose money because your team was supposed to win and they don't, you know, that's not your, that's, you. I don't understand how they take it so personal. But maybe, yeah, like I said, maybe somebody can let me in on that, because that would be absolutely great if I could get another perspective of it and see exactly why people take everything so damn personal in their lives. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But that's what my conversation of the day was. See how many of you UFC fighter fans are out there. Maybe we can get into some conversations that I was thinking about picking up the new UFC when it comes out. Maybe doing a little thing on that. We can get some like favorite fighters together and just do some battle royales online or whatever and have some fun with it. Because I know the last 2 UFC games I played, I broke probably 3 to 4 controllers on them, the way they had the submission system. So I finally just said screw it. I was spending more money on controllers than anything else in my life, including, you know, gas for my car. So I figured it was time to get rid of those games. And now they got a new submission system coming out. So as long as it doesn't break controllers all over the place, I think I'll pick it up when it does drop. But this game here is a lot of fun, and it's absolutely beautiful, the story behind it. I was actually really surprised for a $15 indie game what you get anymore. And, you know, some of these indie games that are real cheap are coming out with some classics, man. But, you know, that's what I got for you guys today. I got a lot more videos coming. I got more Mage Guild videos going up on VidThru. I got some more Assassin's Creed Revelations videos coming over on VSO. I got a lot going on. Things getting spread out all over the place. But I got to make sure I take care of you guys first and foremost. So I'm going to have some videos coming up, some more Battlefield 3 for sure. I need to get back into that game. But as always, guys, have a great day. Keep your heads up. Peace. Don't forget, you can follow me on Skype, Twitter. Also, you can add me up on the PSN. My gamer tag is TheNidien. And if you're looking for more playthroughs, walkthroughs, guides, achievement guides, and more videos, go over and check us out at www.own.tv/VidThru and at our YouTube page at www.youtube.com/user/VidThru, where we are truly